We're back again. Hello. I have been reflecting on some of the things that I shared and it just really does feel nice to show up in a raw, authentic way. As I said, going back to where we started, I don't know if you scrap that. If you've been following me for some time on other social platforms, you will know that I have a pseudonym that I like to go by. I don't often use a pseudonym today, but it's still a name that I hold dearly to my heart because it reminds me of where I was and who I was at the time that I started to publicly share my writing, my words, my most inner thoughts that were raw and unfiltered. And that was kind of the purpose behind this pseudonym. I went by hernakedthoughts, or I currently have a blog publication dedicated to some of those words that came through lived experiences and taking a lot of time to reflect, because if you know me, you would know that I love a moment for reflection, and also, just as a human being who experiences so many vast experiences day to day, I think it's important to reflect, to acknowledge, be present with our experiences, and allow ourselves to truly savor them. And alongside that, as a coach, it's important for me to engage in reflective practice, not only for my clients, but for my own personal development and ensuring that I stay on top of myself, my values, and ensuring that I'm always in alignment with what it is that I stand for. So essentially, keeping my integrity intact. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share that little bit about me, because if you didn't know, now you know. And showing up in this way takes me back to Her Naked Thoughts, because, as I already said, it was really just a space for me that I created to be free in my words online. I remember that at the time I just had this desire to share and be open, allowing me to face myself, but also relinquish any kind of perception of self and my experiences that I may have held. I feel like if you were to say the saying sharing is caring, for example, I feel that when you release something into the outside world, whether that is a thought, whether that is some words, whether that is a form of art and your expression in any way, shape, or form, I feel that a part of you is healed and a part of you heals the world too. And that's kind of what I take from the essence, or as the essence of sharing is caring. And side note, welcome to my mind, because if I slash thought stream slash channeling, how I receive information can often be quite chaotic, or what feels to me as chaotic. And I really want to bridge that gap of being well articulate or well articulated, as well as I'm receiving what I want to share, and almost trying to slow down that process in real time. and exercise that muscle. So this is also me doing that, because I am really choosing to show up without any script, without any plan. And the intention, as I've said in the first video, was really, I've been feeling the call to open up this internal dialogue and share this intimate space and keep it raw and authentic, and really allow myself to remove any projections of what this could be, take a step down from all the things that I would like to create and make happen, and just allow myself to move in the direction of my soul, where my heart is leading me, without sugarcoating it, without trying to change it and morph it into something that it isn't currently. And it's not to say that it can't get to those places, but it's really giving myself the opportunity to bloom in a way that is soft, that is tender, that is present, and open, and most of all authentic, but with love. No buts, just with love, with raw love in action. So take from this what you will, always. And I don't apologize for how I show up. And if I say sorry, then hee hee ha ha. Do you know what I mean? We are taking steps to shift our brain chemistry, to shift our energy and how we show up entirely, on a cellular level, on a spiritual level, on a psychological level, emotionally and physically. You know the saying, if you want different results, then you need to move differently, something like that, something along those lines. Okay, tea. Tea. So yeah, I feel pretty content, and there's just something really cathartic about sitting here, and I don't know if it's sitting in this sort of dim glow lighting, having no sound in the background, really being able to tune in to my body, how I'm feeling. Yeah, this feels good. This feels really good. And I'm just gonna roll with that. And I hope that I can inspire you to find your own way in your own essence, because if there is anything that I stand for on this planet, is truly to shine a light that can hopefully allow people to return back to themselves and deepen that connection with their own internal wisdom, their own inner voice, their own moral compass. And truly, that is something I feel deeply passionate about. I just have to be honest with myself and the world around me, and to say that it hasn't always been easy, when I have felt at times an immense pressure that I've placed on myself to, I suppose, in many ways perform, even when the performance aspect wasn't really necessary, because this is something that is so connected to me. There is no requirement to perform. It's just who I am. And at 29, what a sexy number. Oh, I don't think I'll ever get over it. Like 29 forever, maybe. I digress. What was I saying? I feel like I'm really coming into myself, and it's just a glorious experience. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Sending you so much love as always. Until the next video. Can we get it? I think we got it. Just about.